Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's review we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Netflix War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Red Alert. Now this was a figure that I actually had no intention of reviewing. If you've watched my most recent Wave 2 Netflix ranking video, I did actually state in that video that I was not going to be reviewing this figure. However, I was actually quite surprised to see how many comments I got in saying that you all wanted to see this review, and considering I have reviewed the entire of Wave 1 and every figure in Wave 2, I thought that it would be nice to just wrap up these reviews with a very short and small Red Alert review. So taking a look here at the figure firstly, for those of you who have the original Siege version, this one here is pretty much identical with the addition of some battle damage. Taking a look here at the head sculpt, you can see that this time round we have got a slightly darker red there used for the main helmet. However, the sculpt work is still very present and correct and is very crisp and precise. I've got to say the Red Alert mold as well as the Sideswipe mold was actually one of my favourites from the Siege line, so I was never really against this figure. It was just the differences between this version and the original Siege version, in my opinion, were minimal, and I really wish that they had done something a little bit more creative with this character. But taking a look there at the torso, you can see that we do have some new battle damage as well as this singed effect here, which once again, as mentioned in some of my previous Netflix reviews, does create for this rather animated feel to these characters, which I really do like. I think that the paintwork has come out rather crisp and precise, especially here for the red section as well as the Autobot insignia. We do have some additional battle damage here on the shoulder section. However, it is only painted on one side, whereas the actual side section is just that bland grey plastic, which doesn't look all that great in my opinion whatsoever. We do have the very similar off-white plastic here for the forearms, as well as the darker black plastic there for the fists. And as we take a look here down to the shins, these have been absolutely loaded with some silver battle damage in order to give you the impression that Red Alert has been tirelessly fighting the Decepticon and Autobot war. They have also painted this section here in a glossy black paint, with these pieces here also done in a very similar glossy blue. And then as we take a look here at the feet, these are actually drastically different from the Siege version in the sense that this time they are painted in a brown colour scheme. As we take a look here at the back, I won't delve into this too much, as for the most part it is exactly the same as the original Siege version, and just bringing that Siege version here out for a comparison, once again you can see that they are more or less identical. It's just merely some paint differences here for the upper section of the chest as well as here on the shoulders that are different for this new Netflix version. I do actually think in some regards that this version is better than this release, as at least they completely cast this here in a white plastic, whereas this definitely does have a mismatch of different colours. So if you missed out on this version and are unable to find him anywhere, this here will be quite a nice substitute. However, if you do already have this, then this figure here can be an easy miss. Articulation is the same, so ball joint at the head, hinge joints here at the arms as well as outwards. We also do get a rotation at the bicep, 90-degree bend here at the elbow, full 360 rotation at the waist, legs kick forwards, that far back, that far out to the sides, full 360 here at the thigh, as well as a 90-degree bend there at the knee. And of course we do get the signature War for Cybertron ankle rocker joints. He does come with one blaster, which is exactly the same as what we got with the actual Siege version. It has just been cast in an entirely black plastic, so no paint apps on this whatsoever, which once again I think is a missed opportunity. And of course we do get these light bar here at the top, which you can detach and actually peg onto this in order to create an almost hammer. However, for me, I always thought that was rather pointless. Turning to transformation, to begin with, you of course just want to fold the wrists in like so, take this section, fold this here to the top, and then take this and snap that into place. We can then take these here, fold those outwards, take the waist, rotate this all the way around, take this section here, fold that outwards, snap the feet into place, open this one up, fold this panel out, snap that into place, bring the two halves together, clip those in, and then just swing this here all the way over and collapse those panels in. Take this section here, snap that into place, and of course repeat the same process here. Close these on either sides, and here we have Red Alert fully transformed into his sports car / search and rescue vehicle mode. And once again, very similarly to the actual original Siege version, this figure is basically the exact same. However, all we do have is once again that very awesome animated singed effect here for the rear section of the vehicle, which is pixelated, so it definitely does look as if though it has stepped straight off of the cartoon. However, this has been completely painted in a glossy white, and we also have got some really nice details here at the front. We've got the light bar as well as a crack on the front windscreen, which is just a printed on detail. It's not actually sculpted into the sculpt. The smoky plastic as well as the singed effect here at the front. And taking a look at it here from a side perspective, I think that the paintwork has come out rather nicely. So in all, that just about wraps up my review here for Red Alert. I do apologise if this was a little bit more brief than what you were all expecting. However, as mentioned, I really didn't have any intentions of actually reviewing this figure. At the end of the day, if you are collecting the Netflix line and you are a completionist, then you're probably going to want to add this figure here to your collection. However, if you already own the pre-existing Siege version, then this figure here is for sure an easy miss. I hope that you enjoyed this review and that you did find this somewhat informative. I thank you all for watching, and until my next review, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.